Well, I kept playing and playing. Now we have this island painted in. Or not this island, it's actually connected to this, but this what? Knoll? Put a number of shapes in here. Hopefully they look like rocks. If they don't, oh well. They'll have to do anyway. But what I'd like to have is this slice of light carrying on from behind these rocks out onto these, splashing onto this island. And I think that it makes the painting more interesting and again, more drama, you know? A little bit more drama. So I don't want it to be a solid block. Probably going to put a highlight or two in here. The entire painting will probably, well, not probably, it'll get highlights in various spots as we move along with it. So it's just a bar of light coming out from behind these rocks at the moment. We'll keep the two edges fairly parallel to each other. Okay, let's add a little more ultramarine blue to that because we do want to fade off to the right a little bit and become a little bluer. I'm trying to a degree, to match values here with here, here with here, here with here. The value here will still be a little bit higher than this rock, but not a lot. If I have, I believe, not in all cases, that's a rule you can break all the time, that's not a problem, but in this case I think that if I were to have vastly different values below these rocks than the rocks themselves, the rocks would appear to be uncomfortable. They would look not like they are part of, they wouldn't look like they're sitting in the water. They would look more like they're floating on top. So that's the method to my madness at the moment. See, it's a little higher. Not by much. And then eventually what we'll end up doing to ensure continuity between here and here is I'm going to match, by the edge here, I'm going to match those two colors very closely, and that's just a simple of it's just a matter of me adding more ultramarine blue, a bit of white now this time as well, and just I think we have the smallest touch of burnt sienna in there, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not. I think I am mistaken. Okay, a little more ultramarine blue. Doesn't have to be precise, just has to be approximate. Okay, that's a little better. Add a little more white to that. That's still pretty blue. Actually, let me roll this to the left a little bit. Come on. Come on. easel. There we go. Putting the paint on pretty thinly right now, because I know I'm going to be playing over here later. I don't know, I think I am going to be. I'm leaving the option open. Okay, let's get rid of that line. Let's at least mostly get rid of that line. I think that's okay. That. So this approximates that. Probably could have begin to bring a few ripples in here and there, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Yes, this is the overpainting, but even the overpainting will be done in certain areas. It'll be done in layers. So let's get back to, you know what, how about if I move the camera? Okay, clickety clack. The camera's in my way, so I'm gonna have to move down to the left here a little bit. Okay. I'm not going to continue with the water just yet, because I'd like to finish off these rocks. This area is a little bit undercut, or at least flattens off. It's cleaved. This boulder that's sticking above the water, it's slightly different composition, catching slightly different light. That's going to go more in the color of these. But you can see I have another spot here where a bit of light is going to catch the water and come from behind this next tier, this next plane of rocks. So I'll be lightening it up along here a little bit. First we're going to paint the boulder and that edge. And I think maybe we'll just leave it at that for the moment. Next time you see it, this little area, this spot will be, these spots will be done. A little bit of undercutting here as well. That might be a recess and it might be a rock. Don't know yet. Yes, this funny little ear here, don't worry, I'm going to run this line right through it, so it just looks a little bit odd for the moment. So let's grab that camera again. Clickety clackety clack. Okay, let's square off with the painting roughly. I know the tripod's not perfectly level, but you know, when is it ever perfectly level? I don't worry too much about that stuff. Maybe I'll just zoom in on these rocks, seeing as I just finished them. Very interpretable shapes. A bit of light, a bit of dark, not too much detail. Detail would just kill the thing. And there's my fresh stroke of paint. You can see a bit of warp and weft showing through. A little bit of texture. Not covered solidly like the interior wall of your house, just slight variations in hue and value and chroma. And we move to the edge and we're almost, yeah, so we're just sort of blending into the next bunch of water behind it. Okay. Talk to you soon, guys.